Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good morning. Ibrahim, today is July 3rd, 2023. Some man go say, comrade, Ibrahim, what do you hear that silly again, that voice again? No. This is not an excitement, not to jump, not to gladdy gladdy. Those days are over. Now we can talk
No, comedy.
serious and sober.
If somebody, comedy, somebody expects say we really avoid say, well, I don't know how the person might look at you because
Exactly.
even in the presentation that they don't say that, and they're extremely disappointed and they're not happy. Usually, that is what comedy like we person in Pikin or your mama died. Somebody expecting for life, and that day.
Absolutely.
Nine day happen to you.
Yes.
They say what you don't do all that focus in them, or believe say what you don't do, you don't get a lot of heroes by people that are aware about some of the things and also get a lot of things for do. So now really got that voice or that or that normal voice, and it will difficult one area at this time because it's a disappointing moment for every Sierra.
Absolutely. We all know the amount of work where we put in over the past 5 years. So now, what we can talk to Naya. Definitely these are somber moments and are serious times. These, easy at this particular point in time. To be honest, I go tell her this. Lord bless God and tell God thank you for Comrade Koita, because if not for Comrade Koita, I'm telling you, and then I don't think so. I'm going to hear myself. Sometimes I'm going to count one thing for months. I can say something no more along the line just for keep lives going. But if not for Comrade Koita, I'm telling you guys, it would have been a little bit different. Because Comrade, me, everything I do and everything we don't do for the past 4 5 years, and we're not the kind of have for letting say, hey, now that they be the say, now that they be the talk. We know say that they get for be hatched into history in Sierra Leone. Everything what they happen today. The people that we get conscience, we listeners them over the years. The one that we be listen for year, and the one that we listen and understand and grasp everything what we say. They understand exactly, say in times like these, if everything we said, all the recommendations we made, all the advice we give to God in this day, we're not for to get this situation. Comrade Koita, you say something we very interesting the other day, where you say, waiting the happen so right now, not to earthquake. Not to kind of a situation we don't expect to happen, a natural disaster we just can't happen. You see, these are something we are over the years in the making. Comrade Koita, we don't talk and say no encourage unconstitutionality and illegality under no circumstances. Democracy, it should be fought for. Democracy, nothing we all for team up and stand for. We not for encourage foolishness inside democracy. Usai begin, we not get time for wait. Now they for nipam at the board. Now then how can talk say cut them off right there outside begin, Comrade Koita. You see, now I don't bring Usa Council delegate today. Because then guy go where we look one after the other for the first 5 years. Everything when they do, they not meet resistance along the way. So they encourage, then no say, elections they come back, let them jump and talk. When they do what you want for do, then all man they forget back, then go about them business. So these are the things so on they say all this time. We look at this PR system right now. We look the way we disadvantage the country. Look at all the political parties there. The way we then disadvantage all of these political parties at this particular point in time. Now, 2 political parties nobody go represent in the parliament. Country will get over 13 political parties that we contest. We get the constituency-based elections, Comrade Koita. And they work fine in the country. There was no issue, no problem. All of a sudden, they say PR system. But Comrade, I'm going to take you back. Don't go back to even August 8, 9, and 10. Remember when, we came Nayaso? We came and we can engage parliament. We call up the parliament. We say let people that watch what's in the happen in parliament. All of these things, we said that. What can happen? That's in the 90 registration process for begin. What happened? Protest was called and organized. That protest, they disrupt the one old system. People they run away up and down across the country. We left that one day because the council not even analyze all incidents. These are just a come. We don't take a number of us. Little bit now until they reach to the PR system. Comrade, if we go back, I think December 7th. I remember when Keke Thomas Sandy, he said they don't pass the PR system at Parliament. But even before that, we see we honorable brother Abdul Kagbo, when he did a Twitter. He put and say they don't remove the PR system, the NIN number, all of that stuff. They go into the registration number. I won't believe say we brother was duped. Maybe it was not part of the plan. It not be no. They lie param. Now we assume say that's the case, but we see today the PR system was passed on December 7th inside Parliament. inside parliament. Because Keke Thomas and Dina can talk up. Not to no member of parliament talk up. Not to Honorable Cherry Coco can complain and cry in a public, say, hey, they don't pass the PR system. No member of the APC party, no member of the opposition, no come and can talk and say, don't pass the PR system inside parliament. They say it was passed. Under what circumstances? We don't know, Yeri. The PR system passed inside parliament. There is no record to the effect. We show Honorable Cherry Majuba as the leader of the opposition at the time in parliament. We come out and denounce that PR system said and passed in the parliament. It was silent. Nothing. Nobody not talk anything. Comrade Koita, December 8th, I think now in the Chief Justice, now he come out and say it empanel judges them for the PR system. From there, now we don't know say the game has been rigged. We know say inside the Constitution, the amended part of the Constitution, when Section 38A was only made as a provision because in 1996 we not be able to access every partner Sierra Leone because of the rebel war. We know all of these things. Now we make the provision come because after 1996, you know, Tijan Kaba and all the other people and we're sober-headed at the country, they say, you know what, we use PR system, but it not be legal. But we understand, say, it's circumstantial at the time. Because again, don't forget, say, when 1992 became, when the NPRC came, the Constitution was null and void. So what can happen at the time? We not go hold Tijan Kaba the accountable self, but we know say certain parts of the country was still occupied by the rebel then. So now he make we use PR system because we know people go and go campaign and travel and reach people, them sensitize them, educate them, you know, on all those things. So they say, okay, James Jonah will be work like United Nations. Say, you know what, guys? I don't travel all other countries where they use the PR system. Now I make them use the PR system. And they give that this backdrop because Sierra Leoneans, I don't say really quick for forget. We want to go back to history in time for check them things there. You see now we don't come back, we don't reach so. Then they talk about the judiciary. When I remember, Comrade Koita again, when the European Union, now the first bloody whistle, Comrade Koita, I say, Lord tell God thank you for that with man there. It's sorry when we as black people, we cannot even take care of ourselves. We rely on white people. But, however, the international community then get the limits to God and this day. I didn't see how they talk. I make, you know why even you read about international community they come, international community they help we. Una stop that foolishness and that line nonsense talk. Eh. The help is so limited. The balance work all now we for do them. Comrade Koita and the European Union, they pull out a scathing press release. See what they normally do because they want to be very neutral. But they say, you know what, for save the soul of democracy, and now they happen. So right now at this time, now we make the European Union then calculate, then see the vision, then get foresight. The same foresight and vision what we get. They say, you know what, let we talk now. Maybe we can stop them guys there in their tracks. Not for lead this country down a dark path. We're going to lead to terrible things tomorrow, because they know say we get a brutal rebel war. Comrade Koita, the European Union, they say the Salon people not trust the institutions them. They say the PPRC, they say the police, the judiciary, and they not be trust NEC. Now we make NEC change the name to ECSL. But you know, Comrade Koita, all of these things are they break along for people. Let them understand who say we reach so where they like it today. Now make people not get trust and confidence. And Comrade, it goes to your message we put out the other day. Where today you can explain them back in detail because people don't say winner, we get a stance. Where we say, when you look at the judiciary, we know say we have to use the judiciary, put them to test so that we will get the proof tomorrow for CISE. They were and so look at how they rule on all of them cases there. They are so. We take this case to them. We take that case there to them. That's so we for do. Well, for test them along the way. We say when they remove 10 members of parliament, there is no way when for go back to parliament. We say okay, if they go to parliament, we not challenge this matter at the Supreme Court. But they don't sit up. They sit down. They don't do them. We see they impose a speaker. We say we not go inside the parliament until they get it right. They don't do them. They go back. So we say when I go to the Supreme Court, go challenge this matter. They don't do them. They say time not there and this and that. We see the Alfred Peter Contest saga along the way, comrade. But with a focus today, for specificity's sake, we want to stay on this particular distrust where the people of Salon get now for the judiciary. In as much as we believe, say, we for test the judiciary, but we don't see how everything they go with the Supreme Court. The Chief Justice, they like it today, it already swore in this president. This same Chief Justice, now give we a PR system, they like it today. And then look at now what's in happen. Come on, go ahead.
Even the judiciary don't feel, we don't test them, not to one, not to two, Ibrahim. The judiciary, the name inside a report where you just say some wonderful carried the TRC report. So those they not test them not fail the test too. They failed the test too in the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the 2000 up to dates, and they failed them. Then they failed the test. Ibrahim, judiciary being failed the test from where they go poll 10 members of parliament. They know say by law, not to say that by person really know by law. Say we pull any member of parliament voting for an on election, they impose members of parliament. They not fail the test by holding people or lawfully, illegally hold them members without even allowing them for them bill. They don't fail the system, the test from where they go. They have no say the PR system, not to sue it for B. Now they interpret the law, then go they impose that people for them. So Ibrahim, the judiciary will not get any test who get for test again. The only thing left for Saloku problem. Now for look that particular bill the day. Like say, if we say the hip host, he build another one. Ibrahim, over the years after the war, the world spent a lot of money for state institutions, especially the security and the judiciary. They made that security sector review, we show each and every sector, like the security, the police, the military, they can open ONS and CISU, for intensify another, the prison, the Air Force there. So all my enroll in distinctive way for play for nation development, all don't feel, hopefully. The judiciary so the judiciary review na they didn't count this legal aid board. If I'm going to parliament, see how many people they go court without the no representation. We they forget a free lawyer. Go na court let's see they go to and go no more. Magistrate or judge do feel for do. They not get legal representations. So then Ibrahim, me I will shame for now for say if me not be lawyer for seeing a part of that lawyers in a salon, the judiciary in a salon. Because Ibrahim is a disgrace. For life, we get a war. War we cut people a hand. We picking them, burn houses them, kill people them brutally. They say the main cause they put on a day. Number one. Number two, police and judiciary. They will not see what's happening now. Ibrahim for the Chief Justice, look what are the law look na Malawi, they may get the same kind of problem when they own the judiciary independent, then go courts, then null a whole election. Ibrahim happy that Kenya SSF, or looking at a second time, then go, then null and then do a back. So if somebody say no go na court for test the judiciary Ibrahim, now the whole can talk now say the PR system. If una go na court, una don't go for go legitimize that people in the you say, hey, una no go na court, una left them. The parliament of Abbaspool will be not say they don't expunge them. Una be not tell me so. So what make una can say una go na court, una be not say they expunge them, una left at so. Meaning if we go and inside the selection, na too is not legal because they don't expunge them. I come to them say they get a side where they put a public. So I know na court because the court no they ever favor na the Chief Justice first. They get to go try for satisfying master when a president bill because not to the court to decide. So if I'm going back to court, the same Chief Justice where they not don't count the result, it don't go straight in president bill. Na India for na you go face again. Ibrahim na forgot justify my actions. So the stance so they take so today. These are stands for been saying all these years. Say we don't say anybody for feds. When I take stand all the can't up tomorrow. We in the count will say no. We always believe that this will stand. Ibrahim in the truth. I always believe that in the say if it's not like the truth part. If I'm making one great road, they go no put it up they go continue to go. People that must have joined you and this is a stance where they not take now political action is not political problem, not to legal action. Legal action are then part of the even the part of the whole we this. Now you can give example. We was just today. They say come on, say they come. They don't want to court. We are parliament. They take come over. They not say we going to court. Them get for we they don't para. Every day they go to parliament. Then go tell them more public opinion. They come and they talk so. The man is shit. The commodity. Ibrahim, he get level we go reach per matter, and he gets his still trust. We will say that he can through the judiciary. If anybody say for now. Now they go, okay, when I go to parliament, one thing for sure that they don't do. As the court to go say, President Bill, the election, free and fair. All them international partners in America now, UK now, when they condemn today, they all those things do, that they didn't go at least because the court don't say the election free and fair. So the stance on this right now because the APC party don't refuse the result and therefore refuse and consistently, and not to APC, this election, say, not pull APC or SFP. This is an every single people this is a call for concern. This is a problem now. All that one party states with the bridge so we not going to try for pick. If we not say this wrong, if it's wrong 1965, where Matlagai come is wrong this 2023 of President Bill, now all register because we know it takes a lot to this level. No, I don't do as I say something for do 2 times by forcing you work, you know, work, if you do 2 times, no, we know work is a goal. So everybody is supposed for this year. We for stand say the result of this ECSL, Mame Kono Ekone, for reversal. The judiciary for doing they don't force them, they for reversal. Until the reversal, would expect everybody will mean well for saloon. If they do business SF now, fully business. Like SFPP, government, there is nobody in saloon. Nobody will focus this government. And this is illegal government. This government, it was an AFRC. This government, it was an AFRC by far. Because AFRC, they will say maybe they get easy for Kamajo and will give you this will get anything for the city election. Democracy, the government of the people, for the people, and by the people. Only the doing the end day.
Absolutely. You know, comrade, for a moment, I want drawing memory back. Let we look at how then guys they are, you know, again, coming from the parliament to the role of that Bobo. You know, comrade, just for a second, because we got for spend time on that one day for reach to that Andy. But you remember how ECSL, when they come, when they fought for justify this use of the PR system, where they said they'll not be able to do boundary delimitation because that August 8, 9, and 10 protests. You remember that, day, comrade? Kashi just joined me, by the way. You remember, comrade? Whether August 8, 9, and 10, Kashi, welcome, Kashi. 8, 9, and 10, comrade and Kashi, when they joined, when the parliament, what's happy, what's not happy, now the 10 and passed a lot inside parliament around the time when they called for that protest August 8, 9, and 10. Now, ECSL they used and said because of the August 8, 9, and 10 protest, now MB make the name for use, do the boundary delimitation, waiting for him for make will get constituency-based elections. You see how the role of these guys in parliament at the time, using this boboya, so forget this kind of effect again now with society. When we talk about that registration process, how it flawed from the beginning all the way to the end, the same nonsense will happen at the registration process. So now it happens so back inside the election. But I can say this one thing, Comrade Kocha and Cashbox, before we go any further. We cannot go further without telling Salon people and Tenki. Because what you see so today, the resilience, the strength, the vigor, the vitality and the temerity we see so delicate today inside this democratic process. Now the people will be blessed. This is not even about the political party. Now Salon people over these years, waiting they don't learn, waiting they don't listen. That time when Cashbox they take, they do audio, take voice in vending and talk the team up, they do audio for talking sensitize. Then thing they will come ready to come and talk about those issues that they bring up. People and get that level of awareness. People and wake up and sharp. Now I make this election look tough like I tough so delicate today. But if it were left to these members of parliament using this Bobona Holland, they sit on there and they do it, they do it up, use them as a tool effectively for damage the minds of Salon people. And I'm telling you, delicate today, I swear to God to tell you, not for reach 10% where they go vote. Because if not of all they come now, would they come and tell people and say, hey, the election the right. Hey, members of parliament, when I go check with people, when I register, they're young adults, when I be able to register, let them vote. Members of parliament, when I stand up, when I get a responsibility for protect these people. Members of parliament, when I team up, if not for those voices, letting people know, say, hey, the election, it get for happen. We tell them, say they happen. Till to the last minute, we see what's in happen. Salon people, Allah una know say we appreciate una, we tell una thank you. Now una make democracy team up because the quick community go to hand and just the way they talk about say democracy is the power of the people for the people and by the people. Now the real definition. Now una show so delicate today. You know, I don't tell community and Kashi. I say why I want to talk now. Say if I want for the talk laid back, relaxed. I don't want for even pull trank anymore because it's not necessary for me at this particular point in time. But with the tell una then see I no more understand say Salon people them now una make delicate today. So if democracy it really show the power saying that the people get up to go on this day now una effort, now una resilience, now the courage una show for come out go online for go vote and all that stuff then they. But when we look along the way, the kind of misinformation and disinformation when sections of members in parliament they use that bobo they sit down, then they use that they can lie powder. They can tell all kind of foolishness. They tell them for take action. Before they can tell who say the fed done. They tell them for take action. And what team pastor impaired and they tell them, say go tell them. So what would they call for? Say 270,000 names were deleted from the voter register. They pay master in a parliament. They tell them for say but go discount them. Then they don't say they don't fix them. All still not done. Nobody know neck don't fix that problem. That problem not there. What would they talk? He say, Alekna, Fatima Biona, the commissioner, they announce Mara Biona loss. Would they tell us, say, Salon people, misinformation. You see, Kashi and Comrade, I'm not the one I can tell persons, say, not listen to this garbage. Not listen to that foolishness there. Because everybody getting right. Comrade and Kashi, I don't go buy data for nobody. Not to me put data on your phone. But I tell you this for a fact. I know what they listen. I dey listen one or two things, one term, two term. After that, I don't get enough for no say, not to think this way I want listen. Because one, I want me common sense for prevail. Two, I want for be calm. I want for make informed decisions. So I'm very careful to what I listen to. So I will tell people, Kashi and Comrade, it gets to that point when a discipline. You don't look, you say, you know what, I do this for fun. I just want to listen no more because of fun.
No,
For your go ahead, Comrade.
Ibrahim, not be to go. Now this not 100-meter race, but this a marathon. You want open so. 100-meter. Now the man they warm up. You see if it's a mistake small, he will let you compete. Marathon. If you grab put speed. If you not stay, it can't last at the race.
Because if you notice, I kept quiet because I felt like, okay, I will start.
Yes, this now like what they see the dynamic and no see for like if I know you like can so Congo market can enter this stock, it's on trouble. So Ibrahim, let me tell you something. This analysis they do so Ibrahim will go for company analysis today. Whatever always on low pass I low so because what people understand the reason. Like who they talk and bend the scene tree, where I say not to say na plane scratch or earthquake or man they sleep, nobody knows what happen or na rain they can most like happen. This how we reach here na a story will mix with no topic because you get for make people understand so that when they ever repeat that mistake. Ibrahim, I believe in one point that we something that even if you pass, that make the military any operation they say do debrief. You say if you go successful, then we'll ask you what thing if we improve on it, then give chance again. We will not be doing the past 5 years. We'll get for doing this one now. But this one, no matter to balance opinion, like woman cannot agree trouble.
Absolutely, I agree. No bring
I'm listening keenly because I'm a business owner. Can I do the talk about today?
No. Absolutely. Gashi, not so that we talk. I just want bring no more the August 8, 9, and 10. How NEC use Dandy for legitimize now make the able for do boundary delimitation will lead we to the PR system where they go legitimize through the judiciary. Now that number be just a paint that picture. But I just want to show the role. Okay. I just want to show the role of Parliament and this bubble, how it disrupt. Because we always say protest Gashi, we support them. Now we teach people, now we educate and sensitize people who side the law said and get right for protest. Protest you can do any time. But common sense back safe na the way fight for let prevail. You get for look at certain time na the timing of everything. You say, you know what in? Let we anger for now. If we can't do this, let this go through. And then we go take it from there. That was the point. But Kashi, we are focused on the judiciary.
I think Ibrahim, I don't want to go in detail like what they come with say maybe Congo market aid no can grab this, but you see like the point when they make about protest and all that and the fact that they use them just for waiting the benefits them. I mean, like they use the protest. In fact, to some extent, people think that the August 10 protest was good for give Madabiyo bad name. They see and say it is good when Madabiyo kill people. So it actually creates bad name. Like in fact, some they even talk say August 10. Destroy Madabiyo finally for me he lost the election. That was like that was the connection where they put inside it. By the way, Ibrahim, let me go back and say no can grab. Let me go to the topic. Mark get to now. I understand it's not a couple of
fact, Kashi. So comrade, Kashi, what we focus on today. Now the fact that now they want for go back na courts to judiciary. This same judiciary where we know say instead of them interpreting the responsibility when for interpret the constitution properly, where I think section 121, 124 along that line, then they go misinterpret the constitution. We talk about the how they legalize, the proportional representation system. Where we know say section 38A, Kashi, was a provision. Yeah. But you go left the tar road. We don't talk and say go left the road we find Kashi. I left the paved road. Yeah. But Kashi, I drive them days there. I go to me, Bobo. I go left the main highway them. We straight where the road make fine. I go use them county road. I go use them BMBI road. First of all, I don't go reach that today. I don't go reach. I don't for reach it because I left the straight highway where they make for long distance driving. I left from. I go na bush. I go na corner. I go inside the city. I go inside the small town them. Who side they go? So this is the thing where we say now that section 38(4) and section 38A(1), the provisions in the constitution where section 38A now make provision for use the district block proportional representation system. Because at the time in 1996 when they get elections, we not be get the access for Ghana, all of these communities, because the rebel will be there. So we say, okay, because we know they access all part of the country, let we use the PR system when a James Jonah, we're messing himself up completely. Again, come on, United Nations, we can damage himself completely. Now, him recommend them. And at the time, it was the sensible thing to do. So that is where we did. But the same Supreme Court where they want to go to so now. Now the Supreme Court is justice is it already sworn in the president. So what's it they go do? It doesn't go justify himself your actions. Then the international community, no way for coming again, and not go for help again, the APC party. And APC party go lost all grounds because whatever position they want for take now, when the matter don't reach in a court, we don't say the judiciary, a powerful institution as well. And when the matter don't reach in the court, nobody no get right again for going deliberate on them as much. And they say we're not going to talk about them because this part of the world where they cash box. And like matter in a court, people still get right for going to TV and this and that and analyze and talk. Public opinion matter, but in case they are as well. But Sierra Leone, we now they use the law against people when you speak up and say the matter in a court, they go lock you up. You know, so that is where we are at Cashbox. How we go trust the judiciary back for go out there say for go complain, say this election they rigor against me, therefore upturn this election.
Look, Ibrahim, like naturally, and we know what they always they do, and Parliament self they know that because they always pretend the way they talk about certain issues, then they always say in a court they're not allowed to talk about it. It is the same thing to the international community. Surely, if they kind of like can't go to the courts now, like if they prejudice the whole thing, them talking about it or them acting about on it will prejudice or kind of like influence the way the judge. So in a way, it delays their actions. It stops them from talking about it because they say it ain't a court, Ibrahim. And like what you say, so the very Chief Justice Babatunde Edward or whatever I call himself, these are the very people who go swear the president in, Ibrahim. So this was a well calculated thing. Like if you see another thing that come with I talk about somebody they say if you see thief man. When I know the chief man don't thief, it is say on a can go to court. It means it tells you say a papa that in a court will go always the back up, or the baba Ibrahim. So it is very Ibrahim. This is an opportunity for the APC. Let me tell you the danger we are the smell now. If APC lets the people down by going to Parliament, even Akisoya, I do not think he should actually go for that position there. Because like we all see a blatant abuse of democracy. So you, even Akisoya, first of all, taking up a role as like a mayor of Freetown, it kind of like non-compromise democracy, Ibrahim. So for me, the Parliament, this like luckily it so happened that not only APC and SLPP kind of like form the Parliament.
Absolutely.
So it is very critical. Make SLPP no say without opposition, like democracy is nothing, and even themselves say their own reputation as a government don't be infringed or don't be damaged, so they cannot function. Many go take all the it's not proportional representation. Many go take their own people them. Many can go to Parliament. Many see exactly how Salon they operate, Ibrahim. And this thing like that is a test case, Ibrahim. If APC mistake and lets the people down, because we've seen over the years. And they come with threats and remarks them just for many people and they clap for them. And you were saying something just now, Ibrahim, saying the people the kind of people have not kind of like the eye open to waiting politics mean and waiting our politician to them, Ibrahim. You know, we're gonna downplay them, but I'm telling you, people actually don't come to this place where they really know waiting they want and waiting them for do and waiting them for expect from their leaders, then Ibrahim.
Gashi, I promise you, by the next 2 election cycles, APC and SLPP would not be a thing where people get for die for anymore. People get for look for leaders them. We get an idea, we get an agenda, we mean well for them. It is getting there. Political party not get for be the linchpin upon which people they vote inside Sierra Leone. It get for happen, another say again, within the next few election cycles, in a reach point where I not care, people not get for care if na SLPP born or na APC born. So God and this day, they are going to go on the side of what they know say, then why are them political party are not good for. It's gonna get there. They reach it. Now the level of awareness is what we look for. That's why they begin small. But you know, Kashi and Comrade, you see, it's very critical, very crucial. All the points that we make for Kashi as well. Because some people, let we continue for watch this space. You mentioned Mayor Ivan Akisoya. I think, say, it can be a full-pronged approach I'm not gonna say, if on Akisoya not for go take his seat na the Free Town City Council. I don't know what kind of impact where you go get if you not go take your own seat. But is it like a total, APC as a political party where from the lowest level take to the highest level when at least parliamentary representation? Nobody know to go and take their office them. Is that what it is? Now that the statement say,
according to the press release, according to the press release I read,
okay,
that's what it says.
Well, what me couldn't even discuss that matter today.
Lost comrade.
Like once if voting really then they talk.
No, I get that, right? I don't know if you know the get that.
Oh, I don't get that now. Yes.
You don't get me, right?
I don't get you now. Yes, I lost you halfway.
What make I refuse for talk about that particular? I don't see the press release. He find everything inside beautiful, but I refuse for even talk about them because no one can talk something tomorrow way they contradict what you don't say. Me personally, one time for no, time for no. But actually they get for stand by watching and see, then we pick up from that point. They have press release first. But we don't see where they pull 10 members of parliament. They may tell you say they need to go to parliament until they return there, which will some of who be support at the end of the day. We can go later. We'll ask them. They say now in terms of community tell them for go now, AU tell them for go now, ECOWAS tell them for go. For them no go pass bad law. But they go them go they no law no the way they no pass. Go them in did it. So it better accept it not be did than way they be did it. So that make this one me I refuse not for say anything. Would they support them in this trajectory? Then or the local thing they can after before do analysis. That I make another support the press release or support the party decision and will believe say everybody this is about not about APC. Let me can say even if in a possible they do business now, we're supposed to cut off President Bill because this government are in worse past the FIC government. That's I believe say that make me just keep quiet. They follow what's in the party. Instance no can get a story tomorrow, don't put all the energy, they say no, when I don't understand so what's in that behind the scene, not to who and go tell the telephone go. That is the thing.
I don't believe in that stance because the reason why I say so, you see, sometimes it's about I want to believe like when we talk now waiting the benefits the people. Yes, like because we didn't talk say with this guy for tell ABC waiting for do, but we they tell them or we they direct them waiting to keep democracy because this is what we've been fighting for over the years. Waiting they keep democracy, waiting they make we country better because we don't adopt democracy principles. If we kind of like go against democratic principles, it affects everything but salon. And not to say we they tell them waiting for no, but we they tell them waiting they kind of like uphold democracy, and that's exactly what we they try to do right now. Say if I kind of like stopping the mayor, the parliament, the councillors from participating in this mess up thing will happen. Ibrahim comrade, it's good for democracy.
Absolutely. Comrade, you get to solid points. Gashi, I think you kind of round up very well as well. It's good because over the years, the stance we don't take, comrade, people know how we wait now we position. I think not shy away from Dandy. Now APC talk. We they watch them. If they fail the people back again, then fail the people them. At least they don't say we don't come now, we don't talk. So I think say what's the APC for do and what's in maybe Loyal Lance and I go do for we. I think me get this question and comrade and Cash and us again the same question. They say, okay, what is the plan? If the international community come and can intervene, say, well, on a beer this election, on a wait the next election, for the sake of the country, let move forward. All man go, we're going to parliament, we're going to parliament. We'll not forget say SLPP, because of the PR system, then get 85 seats at parliament. Correct me if I'm wrong, comrade. 84, 85. APC get 51.
81 or so.
Comrade, correct me. Cash, you correct me.
You're right.
Yeah, look out for me.
81.
81. Okay. 81 seats.
So the number will be there every chance now for passing the bad law. No point.
Thank you. And then again, waiting, PR system, right? But so we're saying, Comrade and Kashi, maybe Loyal Lance and will come and say, we position here. When we don't say so, pass will get a rerun. No amount of talking or negotiation at the background, no go change them. I think say the APC, the NAC, the executives, this is the time now where they come, they can engage with. Then they get to press a round conference table for discuss these possibilities. Let the people know say where APC don't take this stance so. They don't go to parliament. Council no they go represent APC. Nobody at the local government and local council no they go represent APC until we get a rerun. Is that the position of the APC, Comrade and Kashi? I think say to your point, Comrade, and Kashi to the point where I make, I think we'll put that together. Let we ask this fundamental question for say, waiting go be the waiting to break the camel, the straw. Waiting go break the camel, the back of the camel. Waiting go be that straw we go break. where if APC, the international community, European Union, American ambassador, Ambassador Mula, Ambassador Raima, they can say, yeah, for the sake of the country, let the country go ahead. Money no go there do a rerun of the elections, because these are all possibilities. Money no there, we're not going to sponsor that election.
The money we only put $1 and 50 cents and 50 pence. Right? The point now here is this: are we going to kind of like put our money above democracy?
Thank you.
Even the international look in their most common time, where I suspect say most of like with leaders them that's alone, then they afraid with man. As they see with man talk English or German or whatever it is, they don't panic. They cannot stand when challenge some of these people. Ibrahim, you cannot tell me about money like it's the same thing. And what you say so, and they suspect say it can go down that route there, because they will begin to kind of like tell us, say, oh, you're waiting for peace, let me just allow this, we just move on, let me get to a country like settled, oh, we don't fight rebel war for 11 years. But the very thing that will lead to the rebel war, like what the community always they tell me, it kind of like live and kicking, and even worse right now. So why can't we stop these things from happening, Ibrahim? If it takes Salone for make the Salone kind of like do but correct the mistakes of Africa, Ibrahim, we get a great chance for doing now. I know since the MPs they go say, oh, don't spend money, it's about time for them to go make way. No, Ibrahim, this stance by the APC could go a long way for make democracy stand in Africa, Ibrahim.
Comrade Nkashi, that's a good point. But I can tell you this right now. I feel I want to see on the press release where APC before ask for setup of an interim government at this particular point in time. Say they cannot even accept the fact that Mana building a state house right now. An interim government off right now. Won't forget an interim government. Then for going to preparation now for a runoff of this election, for a rerun of the elections. So we'll get a fresh election, and also for demand we go back to the constituency-based elections. Whatever it's going to take. The interim government, I like now 1 year I get. For able to put all this in place, now do boundary delimitation again, and go back to a constituency-based elections.
Naturally, if we were to kind of like go back, except maybe we get a bunch of parliamentarians and the former parliamentarians, we didn't approve anything. If we were to kind of like form like an interim government without even APC stipulating it on their press release, I think Manabio in time done. What did the Constitution say? And is it 4 months or so after the swearing in, which was April or so? So naturally, we're supposed to get like an interim government, if at all. If they take their position, they stand on it. Like I feel say like the Constitution clearly say it don't go past 4 months if the election don't happen or something like that.
Right.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, you have a point there, but I think that Section 43 that they will make that provision. But however, Manabi has been legitimized at this particular point in time. Today, the 3rd of July, I hope I correct, July 3rd. So tomorrow, July 4th, Naim before make where they expire and not be president again as Salone for go through a constitutional crisis. So that tomorrow will happen. Yeah. But at this particular moment in time, the Chief Justice, well at the head of the judiciary, we get the authority for swearing him as a president. Don't swear in as a president already. So he's a legitimate president as far as going through say constitutionality and this and that, but we know say the process was a flawed process. So of course we know they accept what they happy right now say is the president at this particular point in time. So yes, he's a legal president right now until the APC take their stance here properly and seriously, ask for an interim government for lead we go back into a rerun of these elections, and also we want to go back to constituency-based elections. I think those should have been the demands inside that press release. And then of course the travel ban, all of that is beautiful in itself. All of them people are not designed for travel. I do a video a couple of months ago, they talk about travel ban on these guys. I go release that video themselves. I go further release them. But you see, these are the things all they say, at the end of the day, because right now at this particular point in time, Comrade Nkashi, if APC for make sure say then stands there and takes so then team up on them properly, because now this will only say for 5 years. We say not condone unconstitutionality, not condone illegality. Usa begin una stop, and the SLPP believe say they will do anything they can't do them inside this first 5 years. They get away with them. You see, now we know say 10 members of parliament were removed. Honorable Chano Majuba, then go back to parliament. Honorable Abdul Kabo can't tell we there. He said that the ECOWAS and they can't talk to them. So we wait for see. Unaga can talk to the APC this time. We see what's happening in Nigeria. We don't know what's they go on today, but we know that the playbook na SLPP takes so. They no say, hey, give them 72 hours, give them 1 week, all this they die. The energy they die. Then they come back. So this is what they bank on. They succeed. In 5 years, they succeed for Dua. So what make you feel say they don't feel emboldened at this particular point in time for continue to do this? No, you say they say Abu, give them 1 month somewhere we talk this case all thing they settle. But how we go to a parliament where the SLPP manipulate the system properly so they don't get 85 seats inside parliament through a flawed process? Why we not go demand say we ask for an interim government at this particular point in time? We don't want no judiciary. We don't care, no matter go to the judiciary at this particular point in time because there's no confidence and trust. Going back to the European Union, when an independent body see that one day, we don't want none of that from the judiciary at this particular point in time. Therefore, ask for Babatunde Edwards in resignation at this particular point in time. Very important. But we forget an interim government. Now that's what for demand, and we get a rerun of the elections using the constituency-based elections. Because you know the APC parliamentarian they will sell to Marabio. They don't understand say the PR system will get this much implication. I'm sure say they're confused right now. Say now 81 members of parliament. I guess we have 50. The one day we do this game, we sell with people. So we sell with parliament. So God go pay una. For una sidom, una accept the PR system. Una go pass on a parliament. They want to come on and go to the judiciary for go legitimize them. But it was passed in parliament. I want for see, Teti don't get a document in there. They want to ask Honorable Chino Majuba for we. Let's show we this document. Let's show who side and sign up. We don't want to see them. But who side they approve the PR system? We want for see them from the parliament. Now we ask these questions now at this particular point in time. We don't reach for analyze them guy their actions within the past 5 years. But based on this what they happy right now, we get this question for us, Comrade Koita. Go ahead, Comrade. I don't say you're ready for comment now. Don't give small chance.
So Ibrahim, when they say that you only say that like what they do repetition of the statement them. Ibrahim, we've been asking questions them time and again. What do they say now? What in the letters that will be backed by action? Because I tell you something, Ibrahim, the people of Sierra Leone can't wait for see. We begin taking them legally. You know, Ibrahim, it's high time for that politicians and believe say they're not just for not to drama, not to act people are water. This is drama try to be realistic sometimes they put realism inside our brains in street. Salon people in life, very important. You know, I always talk and say about again Ibrahim. If people are not decided to take their business serious, Ibrahim if they sell they sell it, you need this one week. You need this guy, whether they can buy. Now people they get from us can get the rights for challenge and constituency and the leaders this time around for mix nothing. Then continue this trajectory. I already ever tell us say you know what? We're not going to go, but they know exactly for them because the picture of this.
We don't lost Comrade. I know Comrade is on the road. Gashi, oh, okay.
Hello. Yeah. The future of this country, Iban, today depend on this when the political party they make, the way they make specifically. Because for any mistake they do, try to forget that there's more legitimacy behind. We don't go more than 1965 era. Saloon. Not for reverse again, or for the go to the 60s, no, we'll go to the 60s, we'll begin local housing, we'll begin the OE village, by development, not to bad governance, not to go back for make it do back today. Ibrahim, trust me, the decision APC they make today, if they make or break Saloon, if we not be careful, for many years. They have to make sure they know see people in life and the future, they're at the hand. It's not about APC, as you say, they can get for beating of the past, APC can get for beating of the past, I'm very much sure. I agree with you, that's it. But until people realize, say, what's in the for that they get to Ibrahim will still remain or even go worse than all this today. Be pathetic, although they can talk at this time, 21st century. You know, it's frustrating anyway.
Absolutely, it's very sad. It's a very sad time for our country. You know, Kashi, I don't say you get 1 or 2 points here you want to now.
Well, Ibrahim, look, as we've been saying, we don't say like with the community. So whatever APC decide to do now. Just for affect Salone for a very long time. Very long time. You see, we should not downplay the effect of like what they've said on their press release, Ibrahim. This is about time they fight for the people and save democracy. I strongly believe this stance. Like if I know we talk about, but I tell you what, Ibrahim, we've all seen even Akisoya was invited to like Democratic Summit in the US. Think about this, Ibrahim. Even you set your reputation back on the line. And forget about your reputation. If you take this action, you know the kind attention where it will bring to Salone. For make you even win the seat and decide, say, you know what, I'm not going to go there because I don't want to kill democracy. the way they behave so Ibrahim. If Madam be win this election, they win. But he can't blatant abuse when we see Ibrahim, when one or two people decide say, let we protect Madam and sacrifice the country, Ibrahim. You know, it's dangerous. It's very, very dangerous. This is the reason we make I believe say APC, their blood, talk them. You know, like to the extent we don't see Boku statement them. But this one, Ibrahim, it gets a lot to do for save Salone. We have to.
Absolutely.
We have to. Like, I mean, you know, come on. I mean, you know, too much now, Ibrahim.
It is.
It is about time to make like, I mean, so much of what thing is good for nothing, Ibrahim. That
Absolutely.
guy they are really, Madam, you really destroy Salone image. But the one who they support them, they cannot see them there. They just feel this them that joke with a joke. But these things are serious, Ibrahim.
Absolutely.
This thing with Madam do so is very damaging. They will say, oh, Nigeria do one. Then they move on to. You see, Ibrahim, the difference is Nigeria, they get what it takes, they get that, the population, they get the resources, we for make them. Like they don't begin to do it, they get the Dangote, we don't begin to do it like oil refining and all that. They get like foundation. Salone Ibrahim, we don't get no foundation. The foundation for starts from with reputation, Ibrahim. This is very damaging.
Absolutely.
And I believe APC acted like the way they act to Ibrahim, trust me, it draw the world attention to Salone. If that guy they have mistake decision, this come on, let me not begin to talk about what you go do that court. What you go do that court? Like inside the Chief Justice, like it was part of the plan. Then you want to go there back. Anyway, Ibrahim, over to you.
Yeah. I think say you close them very perfectly, Kashi. I think no left and I, bruh. You know, Salone people, we not begin to do the analysis yet properly. This is just based off of what's happy right now and how they talk on no more. But we get for do the proper analysis. Usa will get so, and they go with Komrekoita on this one. Not to earthquake, not to a natural disaster. When I sleep, all of a sudden your kind sound happy. No, it happened because we get folks them we allow for happen. Then sell, then sold, then sell democracy, then jeopardize the lives of citizens them. Then people and they get for make sure say we are going to take it one after the other for bring those points out now how we reach we reach. But anyway, we left for now. We watch for see. We want an interim government right now for takeover, and then we plan the rerun of the elections, and we want for use the constituency-based elections. But the Supreme Court, come on, man, everything has been proven. It is in the Constitution. Let we allow our professionals if we can look at this Constitution for we. Not fair, 81 parliamentary seats. Una say una sell the people and sell APC so but this is not fair. Una get for calling the leaders there out. They watch una. Salone people they don't tell una say.
Apparently, I hear them say like even I don't know somebody do a quick write-up say SNPP gets 7,000 votes or so now put local but they get 2 seats. Then APC gets 20,000 votes or so now Then APC gets 0 seats now Come on, Ibrahim, is this not ridiculous?
It's sad. It's sad. All right. What the left and Salone people? Bye bye everybody.